You gotta take the steering wheel out. You gotta yell out, that's a wrap!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are not subscribed, definitely go down below, hit the subscribe button, like this video, all other videos too, and don't forget to comment. You can even do emoji because they matter too. But today's video, I'm going to go over some of the things about my G20 M340. For those of you who don't know, it's 2020 BMW M340i. This one's rear wheel drive, catalytic downpipe Mikey tune, Dynon lowering springs, and like a forward collision thing. What I'm going to be touching on is some of the things that they don't tell you about the M340. Number one, we're going to just dive right into it, is the throttle, the gas pedal. I know cars are electric gas pedal, they've been electric for a while, but this is probably one of the worst cars with electric throttle that I've ever owned in my life. It's not really that it's twitchy in sport or laggy in comfort, it's just laggy in general. When the car was stock, when it was tuned, the gas pedal just has that sense of you feel very disconnected. Now, when you're casually driving normal, you don't really notice it. It's pretty much the same because you're not really on and off it. But when you're driving performance oriented, what this can be confused as is turbo lag. However, nothing responds. The transmission doesn't respond. The engine doesn't respond. There's nothing. You know, you'll hit it and it's just almost like you didn't do anything. You notice this when you're throwing it from a stop. Now, if you brake boost and you're already on the gas and you roll off of it, obviously it doesn't do it. You have to literally just mash it from a dead stop, or you let off the gas and then get back on it. So it's in a situation where you would let off and get back on, it doesn't respond as fast as you would want it to. It's almost like a half a second delay. And if you know what a half a second is, that's like a lot, you know? I'm trying to demonstrate, but I'm not sure if I can get it. Like, I'm flooring it. Like, I mean, to the camera, it might seem like it's doing it good. It might seem like there's nothing wrong, but there is. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if you guys are picking it up, but it doesn't go when you want it to go, and it's even slower than the F-chassis BMWs. It's a little weird, a little finicky. Tuning doesn't fix it because I've tuned my car and it's kind of the same thing. I feel like it's a lot more noticeable when you tune it because the car is faster, so you get that jolt. You get a bigger jolt. This is an updated version of the transmissions in the F-chassis cars, ZF, but the tuning is softer. BMW really had an aggressive, nice shifting right out the box F-chassis ZF transmissions. However, they dialed it back a little bit. If you guys own M340s, you'll feel it, you'll see it. The trans doesn't shift nowhere near as hard as the F-chassis cars. I'm not sure why BMW did that. I know I'm coming from a big boost turbo 435 with an XHP trans flash, but even stock for stock, this trans shifts a lot more sluggishly than the one that was in my 435. It's a little disappointing. Like I said, I'm waiting on the trans flash. Hopefully that fixes it up. So XHP, if you're listening to me, please hurry up and get that trans flash out, or anybody. Another thing too, XHP, if you're listening, this car has a locking diff. It's electronically controlled by one of the modules. So if you guys could tap into that and give us a better version of the locking diff, I would like that too. The car handles very, very well when it's rolling. You know, you could do some crazy sick drifts and stuff like that, but after a while, while doing donuts or just hooning around at very low speeds but just spinning the tire, you could feel that diff will electronically unlock. and look like you don't know what you're doing. My mechanical diff was different because it was mechanical. There was no electronic control, but there's some kind of computer system in here telling the car, okay, that's enough donuts, stop it, and it opens the diff. Now, next thing, I think we're on number 3 already, and it will kind of go hand in hand with the engine and the transmission. It's a sporty feel. BMW put a new gear shifter here, obviously, G20 car. Now, I'm not sure, and I don't think that there's a difference between this gear shifter and the ones from the 330s, like, you know, the non-M Sport variants, kind of like the difference you have between the ones in the F chassis cars with sport transmission and non-sport transmission. I think this one is the same, and it's not very sporty at all. It doesn't really give you the sporty feel. Now, the trans don't really shift as hard. The pedal's kind of laggy, and then you want to grab the gear shifter, and the throw is pretty short, I'll be honest with you. I mean, short in fake manual automaticness, you know, it's not really a throw, but the electronic, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, makes me feel like I'm shifting like the new Porsche thing, the little stick they got, or, you know, whatever the case may be. You go over here and the paddles are even worse. BMW really dropped the ball when it came to the paddles because, you know, this being a sporty car, everything is sporty about it. Sharp lines on the outside, the exhaust burbles like nobody's business. I'm not even sure how BMW got away with that for the 2020 model with like emissions and stuff. It just burbles continuously. The paddles are crappy. The front looks like it's like wrapped in cheap aluminum foil, and the back is plastic. And what sucks about the back is that you can't see it, but that's what you're touching. When you squeeze the paddle, it just seems like I'm in a rental car and I'm trying to do too much. You know, my boy David, who has a C43, I made videos of his car as well on the channel. His paddles are magnesium. Mercedes took the time out in a C43 AMG. It's kind of like a pseudo AMG, like this is a pseudo M. Or an M Light, like an AMG Light. They took the time out to make the interior marvelous, I think. It's not really as sporty. However, when you play with those paddles, they feel nice, they look nice. You click them, they have a real nice consistency to them. Personally, I feel like Hyundai makes paddles like this. You get what I'm saying? It's really weird. I do have a fix for that, so stay tuned to the next video. I ordered in a set of paddles. I might show them to you in this video, but if not, obviously the video following this one will be about the paddles because I purchased them, I picked them up, and I was in a bit of a predicament because they ran out of paddles for the G20 M340, and I kind of bought super paddles because, I mean, I figured they can't be that much different. So we'll see. If not, I guess what I'll do is a giveaway for super paddle shifters. And hopefully one of you guys would win and pick it up. And it's not going to really cost you guys anything, you know. Maybe I might ask for something stupid, like everyone gives me a penny and, you know, I'll raffle off the paddles, you know. I'm not looking for any money. I'm just, you know, something fun. So now that we got all of that stuff out of the way, like power and interior wise, other than that, the interior is very sporty. I have an interior impressions video coming up as well, so stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up, but just all around consensus is very sporty. I like it. BMW has changed the bolt pattern for the G20. They are no longer fit the F chassis cars, maybe even the E, I'm not sure. All of your old wheels, you cannot use them for this car. Now, they may make bolt pattern adapters in the future, maybe incorporated into a spacer or something. However, I don't know. I doubt they will. If you guys are in the market for this, you coming from an F chassis, start looking to sell your wheels. I'm not exactly sure what was the purpose or point of doing something like that, but nonetheless, BMW's done it, which inconvenienced almost everyone who drives sport, performance-oriented and rear-wheel drive cars, because we have to have a dedicated summer tire, a dedicated winter tire, and maybe even a track tire. So tires are good, but gotta get rid of the wheels. So BMW, I don't know why you did that. I've heard the bolt pattern matches Volkswagen and Audi, so hopefully Volkswagen and Audi has some decent wheels with perfect offsets for BMWs, which I'm pretty sure they don't, on the market, because you know, you're gonna need something. So for the most part, those are the things that I can think about. Now you do have other issues that are kind of like defects, which is a leaking differential, which is seeping out. You'll notice that if you put the car up on a lift, you go in the back, look at differential, you'll see some residue back there. BMW has a fix for that. I think they call it SIB, service bulletin or something, where they changed the design of the weep hole. I guess the weep hole is leaking diff fluid out. Those of you who watch my channel or subscribe, you'll know that they also have a issue with the mirror motors or something like that. They're not fully sealed, so sometimes water or condensation or whatever might get up in there and short out that motor, which is wired into the door panel, and a couple other things, and that will in turn affect this whole area right here, which would be like your windows and the motorized mirrors and stuff like that. And with that being said, I guess this is the grand finale. It's like the little snippet that I think nobody thought was gonna be in any of my videos anytime soon, and that is, I really don't know what I'm going to do with this car. The build, I have no clue. What I mean by that is this car is very, very new, and there are a lot of options out there. You have your pure 800, they even make Big Boost Kit. With that being said, Big Boost Kit now offers Garrett. However, I don't think I'm going to be going with Big Boost Kit. If anything, I'll throw a Pure on here, maybe even a Vargas. However, I thought about Big Boost. I gambled with the idea, and I just got too much PTSD. I don't want to drive 5400 on a kit that, yeah, might not even be developed all the way right. I've even thought about going the route of getting custom-made manifold, turbo, doing the whole thing myself. Not for this car. Maybe another car, if I bought a Supra, definitely would do something like that. Pure seems very reliable. It's hybrid turbo. But then again, I'm not sure of that. I have to see a lot of things. Those of you who have pure turbo M340s out there, I know a couple of you guys, I'd definitely like to link up with you and go for a ride in your car, get a feel for it. Because these cars without transmission tunes, for the most part, you'll be slipping your way to the finish line, even the Supras. So they are very fast, and they do go, but the trans is not exactly dialed for that power. Another thing would be charge cooler. I've been doing a lot of research, and it's kind of hard because not a lot of stuff for the M340s coming out, but we have a lot of things for the Supra. So they have a nice charge cooler with 6 extra ports, so I'll be able to run port. I would love some type of controller to intertwine with the DME. We'll figure all of that stuff out, but the main thing about this build is I want a car that's very, very reliable. I can take anywhere I want and just gap a lot of people. So with that being said, I'm doing my research. I don't know exactly which way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna focus more on actually providing better content so that when I reach that crossroad, I will be able to document it perfectly, edit it perfectly. You know, the MacBook Air dying, guys, so I gotta upgrade that. So like I said, when I reach that point in the road, what I want to do with the car, videos will be on point. I'll have my video guide for the videos that I feel like I want to capture a lot more, you know. So I'm building a team, and we're gonna do some car reviews. I got a couple reviews coming up this December. I'm trying to pump out some vids, kind of do like a vlogmas thing, my version of it. I'm trying to get out 5 videos a week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, boom, weekend, chill, relax, restore. Well, y'all would think that I'm gonna just grind every day and see what I could pop out. But yeah, I want to do some car reviews, want to switch it up a bit. So if you guys got any cars that you think are interesting, I'd definitely like to do a review on it. Now, I have gotten a lot of offers to do reviews on a lot of, obviously, 335s, M3, M4s, and 340s. I'm gonna keep that to a minimum because I don't want to keep reviewing the same type of car on there. So anything interesting that you guys have, I mean, I'll take RS3, TTRS, I'll take a bunch, I'll take C63, E63, Porsche Panamera, I'll take anything, Hellcat, Scat Pack, anything that interests me, I'll definitely do a little review on it, drive it, and talk shit about the car. So with that being said, this video I think is pretty much done. Alright guys, Mike from Slow Speed, peace out.